I'm facing with my back to the windows. How come I'm still getting, look, I go like that, I still get glare on my glasses. Glasses are a YouTuber's nightmare, I have discovered. Right, well, I've nearly finished the curtains. They're all done apart from, I'm having a bit of a struggle with the Velcro on the little ties that ties them up, because they do get in the way. If you do need to tie them up, otherwise you can't see out the windows in the camper. But apart from that, they're all done. So I'm now working on a blanket, just because I have 2 blankets that my sister gave me, which I think were originally my nan's. I think she must have originally knitted them. Probably my sister didn't want to throw them away, so she gave them to me because she knew I wouldn't want to throw them away either. So I've got them, and what I'm doing, because the colours aren't, yeah, I didn't really know what to do with these blankets for years, because the colours aren't really to my taste usually, but perfect for the camper. So but on one side, because also the wool I think is probably proper wool, but not exactly luxury wool, so they're very, very itchy blanket. So on one side I'm patchworking together some fabric samples that my friend Lorraine gave me. I have masses of them. I don't know what to do with all of them, but yeah, so I'll show you what I'm doing. So this is just the patchwork laid loosely on top of the blanket. So underneath is this sort of, it looks like a bit like that. You see what I mean about the colours? There, perhaps. And yeah, this wool, not, you wouldn't want that against your bare skin really. So I just thought I'd cover it with these fabric samples, which are nice. They're like chenille and velvet. And yeah, just have it as a blanket. And I've got another one here. Again, the colours don't really go with the rest of my house, but perfect for the camper. So on one side I'll still have that showing. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. I've got quite a bit of sewing to do. Hello, I thought I'd just show you my finished blankets that I've just done and explain how I made them. All out of the Patchwork, the pieces of Upholstery that Lorraine gave me. Here it is, all finished. Well, that's the more recent one. I did 2. That's the one I started with, which I also love. The only thing is about this one is I left the holes that you often get with samples, and I wish I hadn't now. Some of them are a bit obvious, and I thought it would be alright because of the colours of the backing of the blanket at the back, but of course it just shadows and looks black. So for the second one I cut off the holes, which did mean there was more waste, because of course you can't pull the labels off either. Hang on, I'll show you an example. So at the back of these Upholstery samples you get these labels, and if you pull them off, they do come off, but the glue behind the sticker, oh, it's gone really dark, there we are. The glue behind it is just too strong and it messes up your sewing machine needle, so you can't use that bit of fabric anyway, so that whole section gets cut off. Then you cut off the holes on that side, so you're only left with quite a small bit in the end. But the fabric isn't wasted, you know me, it all goes in. Well, I collect all my scraps and bits like this and I put them at the end of the year in an old duvet cover, and it goes in the roof as insulation, because we haven't been able to afford to get proper insulation in our roof yet, so you know, waste not, want not, and all that. So none of it's wasted, but it is a shame that you have to do like twice as much sewing, obviously. Right, I'll show you how I did it quickly. I've never done patchwork before, so I just winged it. I sewed up the short ends, these short ends first, till I got loads of strips. Then I sewed the strips together, and then I just put the right sides together on the blanket underneath this blanket that's underneath it. I just put the right sides together, trimmed the edge so that it fit, and sewed it on. And I just left a small patch about 30 centimeters long, yeah, to put it. So once I sewed around all the edge, I then just, you know, reached in my hand and pulled it through to make it the right way round, and then hand slip stitched the gap, so hopefully it won't show. Yeah, it's all a bit crudely done, and the edges probably should have been understitched if I was doing it properly, and I haven't ironed it flat yet either. And of course, the woolen blankets that I was backing it with, particularly the first one, had got quite misshapen, so I didn't want to take out the edging of the blanket, so there's quite on one corner where it get pulled quite a bit out of shape. On the inside of the blanket there's quite a large extra bit of blanket, if you know what I mean. I'm not explaining this very well. Anyway, it wasn't as simple as I thought it was, but the end result looks okay, so it's alright. And with what's left, I've saved a pile. I'm pleased with it. I think it looks better. It looks better than I was expecting it to look, so I'm happy. And I've saved all the colours that are blue, grey and purple, because I'm going to do I'm going to do a rug for our bedroom, and those are the colours we're going to have in there. It's not done yet, but when we do get it done, we'll get it done. That's like we get the decorators in. No, we can't do that. We've got to do it ourselves. Oh, I do babble along, don't I? Oh yes, I was going to show you other things I've done with the upholstery samples, and I would really like other ideas for other things to do, because Lorraine has literally given me hundreds. I've got loads. I do like the patchwork thing though. I think I'm going to do more of those. I've got lots of beige. People do like a beige sofa, don't they? So I don't know, I think I might just do one massive beige rug or something and see. I don't know. We don't really do beige. We've got a lot of wooden stuff. It would go with that. Anyway, I'll think of something, but I'll show you what else I've done. I tried some bunting, it didn't work. The fabric is just too thick, so you've got these really wide round edges. And again, I used the beige. It doesn't look great for bunting, does it? But the other thing I've done, if I can find it, yeah, I have made a load of hip belts. I sort of patched together here we are. I made a little pocket and used some fringing and did a bit of decoration with just some fancy wool. So that's, I think, 4 pieces there of upholstery samples, some fringing, some cotton gauze, and then I bought these crochet things off eBay actually, but it was from a crafter who did make them herself, and I thought they'd look lovely. I don't know how to crochet, so I did skip a bit on that bit. Lined it with some fabric that I've got hanging about, and I've made loads of these, and they're quite popular actually. Great for festivals, because you don't want to be holding a bag all the time at festivals. Oh, it's gone really dark again. This is not coping very well with my windows. No, still really dark. Come on. What was I saying? Oh yes, festival belts. Yeah, so that was another idea. I think I might try some waist cinching corset type things. but I don't know if it'll be too thick. The fabric is all quite thick, so we'll see. But it works great as hip belts for festivals. Perfect. Right, hopefully. Ah, dark again. Sorry. Come on, camera. Sorry. My camper still isn't back. It was at the one mechanics all last week. Now it's gone to the garage to get a second opinion. I'm really worried I'm not going to get it in time for next week because I'm going to a friend's wedding in Cornwall and I really wanted to go in the camper. As it is, I might be camping in a leaky pop-up tent. Anyway, I'll hopefully get the camper back sometime next week and I can show you the finished blankets and curtains and stuff we've done so far, which isn't much because I haven't had it here to be able to do anything. Okay, see you soon, bye!